The Egyptian general began to relax.
We went out and sat on the sand. We put a map down in front of us, and we put stones on it. We started to talk about how to disengage our forces.
I said, look, we have to end the friction between our forces. The answer is, you go back to the west side of the canal, and we will pull back to the east side.
I went and told Sadat we had reached an agreement. He was pleased with what we had achieved.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Each side's dead were returned, and Israel allowed supplies through to the trapped Egyptians. But Sadat wanted more than a ceasefire and a disengagement. He wanted the Sinai back. But once again, he would talk only to the Americans.
He came out in military uniforms and said, I need a Kissinger plan. I agreed to do a shuttle and settle it fast, and he said he would make major concessions to make it possible.
Kissinger decided the way forward was to bring all the parties to a peace conference in Geneva.
I never thought you would kiss a woman.
It's kissing her. After all, it's kissing her. I wonder who's kissing her now.
The Egyptians and Israelis agreed to attend the conference. And then there was President Assad of Syria.
I had heard he was impossible, but he greeted me with extraordinary politeness and courtesy. And I said, you know, it's amazing. They all accuse you of being so difficult.
Whenever Kissinger wanted to change the date or venue, President Assad agreed. Kissinger told him, you are so accommodating.
I got overconfident, and I said, is there anything I should have asked you that I didn't? He said, yes, you didn't ask me whether I'm going to the conference. I said, are you? He said, no.
Assad did not want to negotiate with Israel. But Kissinger was able to get the rival armies to disengage. Sadat then attempted to strengthen his hand by embracing Syrian and Palestinian objectives.
Israel must move on all the fronts, on the Egyptian front, the Syrian front, the Jordanian front, the Palestinian front.
At a time when Arafat wanted to replace Israel with a Palestinian state, Sadat pledged unity.
You see, we are cooperating together. And as we have mentioned, there are three partners: Egyptians, Syrians, and the Palestinians.
2 restless years passed. Then, Israeli elections brought forth a leader determined to hold on to the West Bank and Gaza.
What occupied territories? If you mean Judea, Samaria, and the Gaza Strip, they are liberated territories. They are an integral part of the land of Israel.
The new prime minister made the building of settlements his first priority. Settlements like the new town of Yamit, where 5,000 Jews lived in the Sinai. Begin was highly suspicious of Sadat.
Sadat is an implacable enemy of Israel. This is also the truth. He is no fool, but he is an enemy.
Sadat's response would write his name indelibly into the history books. He announced he would make a keynote speech to the Egyptian parliament. He invited the leader of the PLO to attend.